Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Bashem Shai Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners, and to the Akwaf that are listening and learning to you, I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson. It's be like the fourth time I've tried to do this lesson today. Just had to break down and get some new equipment. Equipment wasn't acting right, so I had to upgrade. And Salakia, if this one, it comes out a little weird because this is a new instrument and I'm not 100% familiar with it yet. It's kind of high tech and I'm not really a techie guy. All right. But this video, the video that I'm profiling is a video that was done by the beloved brothers, the mighty brothers of the DTA. And this is a video that was put up by DTA online. And it basically it's a doctor admitting that he was the creator of the RFID chip and that he realized that it actually was the mark of the beast. And he talks about it, and you know what? I'm gonna let him speak a little bit, and then I'm gonna just go right into the scriptures.
My responsibility was project leader or the senior project engineer. We began to work on the design of a microchip that, when it was completed, was 0.75 millimeters in diameter, 7 millimeters long. It was the size of 1/4 of a grain of rice. Again, I want to say that I was not a Christian and there were no Christians there. They said they wanted this to have a power source and be able to emit a signal. And they told us they wanted us to use lithium as a battery source. Lithium's used in watch batteries, it's used in heart pacemaker batteries, it's used in a lot of places. I designed into this microchip a little charging circuit that would charge that battery. This sounds like a lot of technical things coming together, but if you'll bear with me 1 minute, you'll see what God has laid out about this microchip. When we discovered that we...
Let me pause right there. I'm going to go to the book of Isaiah. Because he said what God has laid out, and that it was a true statement. This is Isaiah 47 and 45 and 7, and it reads, I form the light, I create darkness, I make peace, and create evil. I, Yahweh, I, the Lord, do all these things. So Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God or Jehovah, is responsible for good and evil. You know, unlike they teach you in the Christian church that that Satan is some rogue, angel with a band of rogue angels with him, and the Lord is is pacing back and forth nervously in heaven, trying to figure out what he's gonna do to stop Satan. No, Satan is a loyal servant of the Lord on the left-hand side. He does the evil that the Lord allows him to do and tells him to do. It's point blank period. You can go to Job, the 1st and 2nd chapter, to get an account of that. Also, there's an account, I believe, in Kings or Chronicles, when it talks about, how the band of spirits, the whole story with Ahab. All right, and he sent a lion spirit, and it talked about how the spirits, the angels, were on the right hand side and the left. So there's your left and right hand side. But back on to what he's saying. And this guy is saying, I'm going to go to Proverbs, the 5th chapter and the 21st verse, and it reads, for the ways of a man are before the eyes of Yahweh, and he pondereth all his goings. All right. So the Lord decides what you're going to do. Man knows not what he's going to do, man. Who you're going to love, who you're not going to love. The woman you're going to end up with. the woman you're going to not end up with. The Lord, you think that you're making decisions, but the Lord directs your decisions because it's his story. It's his book. All right. It's his theater. All right. And we're all just pawns in his game. All right. You're either a favorite pawn or you're not. All right. So let's let him speak a little bit more.
We needed to be able to charge that battery. I needed a temperature change, a change in temperature to cause current to flow through that little charging circuit that would charge the battery. So we began to investigate and find out where in the body does the temperature change the most rapidly. We spent over $1 million in taxpayer money, and when the results came back, there was a lot of information. We divided it up amongst 3 teams, and then came back together with that information. It was determined that there were 2 places in the body that were ideal for the microchip. One was just below the hairline on the forehead. Every mother checks their child's temperature right here. So we could have paid the mothers $1 million and saved the... I never saw a mother check their child's temperature on their ankle. Always right here. The other place was the hand, the right hand preferred.
Hey, let's stop right there. This is Revelation 13 and 16. And it reads, he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. This is not a coincidence. This is not an accident. The Lord set this up. The Lord is 2 millennia ahead of you in a chess game. All right? He said things that his prophets wrote down and spoke about that were 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 years ahead of you in a chess match. All right? The Lord is cold, man. He's everything. That just pondering that thought is mind blowing within itself. Let's go to the book of Psalms 37. This is Psalms 37, and I'm going to start at verse 23. And it reads, the steps of a good man are ordered by Yahweh, and he delighteth in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for Yahweh upholdeth him with his hand. So that's talking about men who are righteous, even though they fall or they may do some wickedness. The Lord is going to lift them back up because Because it's in his game plan. It is written. He's exempt. That's I believe that word is quiet, if I'm not mistaken, in Ezekiel 9 and 4. Don't quote me on that 100% because I can't. But it's Ezekiel 9 and 4, where it says, and the Lord said, and Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark. This is a different mark from the mark in Revelation 13 in 13th chapter. All right. And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Those are the men that have this holy truth, man, that have this understanding, that have the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that are exempt from their sins. And that's a very small sanctuary as compared to the rest of the rest of the world of Israel, and the rest of the world, oinkameni, meaning all the other inhabitants of the earth. The rest of them as well. All right. So back to Psalms 37 again. And verse 23. And it reads, the steps of a good man are ordered by Yahweh, and he delighteth his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down. For Yahweh upholdeth him with his hand. All right. And that's what we're gonna need in this hour of temptation that's coming ahead, man. Okay? There's no way around it, because you don't have free will. You're going to do the will of the Lord, even though you may think that you're doing it yourself. All right. This is going back to Proverbs 20, Proverbs 20. And let's read 24. And it reads, a man's goings are of Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way? You don't know what you're going to do. You might have it in your mind to do one thing, and the Lord will have you do something completely else, man. All right? Hey, so with that, just want to make it very clear that there is no such thing as free will. All right? This man, through the will of the Lord, was the instrument, was the soul, the creature that created the instrument that's going to bring on utter destruction to Babylon and the whole world, and to those who take it, because it clearly tells you in Revelation the 14th chapter, Revelation 14 and 2, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that's Judith. Revelation 14. Let me look at 2. Find it. It says that that fell a great sore among the people who had taken that mark. All right, Salakia. Let me see if I can find that real quick. But who knows what's in those vaccinations and what's in those? It could be 16. Is it 16? Yeah, 16 and 2. I'm in 14. Salakia. Revelation 16 and 2. There it is. And it reads, and the first went out and poured his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image. So all you who take that mark, man, death is going to come to you. Death is surely going to come. You're going to get sick. You're going to get sores. You're going to get cancer. Who knows? But the Lord has got a special punishment for those who take the mark. And eventually those who live through that or are living in pain with whatever illness, whatever affliction is placed upon you as a result of that, you're just going to be left alive for the missiles when the missiles come. So with that, I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakar Padash, Wa Abba Babal, Shalom.